Greetings, y'all. Greetings, greetings, greetings. We are getting ready to do the Science of Love, our book club. I'm going to get this out the way because if I don't get this out the way, I'll be saying it's another day. No, we're going to do it right now. Okay, April the 3rd through the 9th. Y'all may have been already had the book. We did the first 30 something pages. All right, so now we're going to be on, we did the last one was the corrupt love is vampirism. So we're going to do that one. We already did it. So we're on the corrupt love is magnetic drunkenness. What kind of word is that? Magnetic drunkenness, corrupt love. This book will tell you all the unhealthy ways we've loved that we thought were correct, but we didn't know it was unhealthy. So y'all make sure y'all get the book if y'all ready to. And this is for some enlightened people. Now, if you're not ready to face the truth about love, you do not want this book. That's my disclaimer, because it is going to trigger some of y'all when you find out that the love you think you're in is healthy, and you're going to find out that it's not healthy. So that's my disclaimer. Enter at your own risk. Kem Arts Book Club. Yay, we took last month off. We haven't been on, I don't think, since what, January? We took February, March off, and so much going on with myself. So been very, very busy. Got CDs out, got music out, got affirmations out, revamping, upgrading stuff. So here it is. We're going to read a few pages before, and we will have pop-up later, so y'all can do what y'all do on pop-up. Let's see, corrupt love of magnetic drunkenness. I don't read this in daylight. I ain't gonna be able to see this book anyway, because it'd be too dark. Magnetic drunkenness, although far less harmful and deadly than psychic vampirism, turns a person into a blind being whose intelligence is extinguished, rendering him or her incapable of thinking clearly or of making the correct decisions. Ironically, part 2, ironically, this situation is usually observed as ideal love and is placed high on the scale of romanticism. That's what messes us up. I would say fucks us up as women, but messes us up as women because we romanticize everything, and that's not the case. It's the fairy tale. It's the commercials they fed us. It's the white, fairy tale of wedding, happily ever after, white picket fence, family, kids, nice big house, nice car, that shit right there. Many people are so disoriented about love that they idolize and accept as real relationships in which no true love exists. And it doesn't matter if they're getting their brains beat out, they will still stay in a relationship. Just because they got a house, just because they got a car, just because they wanted to look like they're better than the Joneses or keeping up with the Joneses, that they will put themselves through such torment and agony in a relationship, an abusive relationship, just to say they have a marriage or just to say they are in a relationship, right? Just to save face, I like to call it. Many people are so, okay, I already said that. Okay, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. Thus, Cupid has always been revered as a charming, amusing character whose arrows fire at random, inflame hearts with love. In many instances, the ideal shot by Cupid is often instantaneous, transfixed, and fascinated, as if he had been struck by lightning. An allegorious example of this magnetic force is a small bird mesmerized by a snake. The bird is unable to escape, however hard it may try. It is as if it were hypnotized by the snake, which for some reason possessed a certain magnetic power. And see, this is a lot of stuff a lot of coaches ain't telling out there, is because a lot of people don't know about this book. This is like spiritual, this is an advanced book. I wasn't even going to read it, but I figure y'all, if you want to know knowledge and you want the real knowledge and the real, what's going on, if you're healed or not, this book will tell you if you're healed or not. But beware, you will never look at love in a relationship the same once you read this book. And it will destroy some of you guys' relationship. Possibly if you're in a fairy tale of it and you thinking that you're in love with this person and you find out you're not with this book. So this book may trigger some of y'all. It just may. Part 3. It may trigger some of y'all. Okay. To take a good look and see, or even just to look back over your past relationships in comparison, to have something to compare the type of people that you've been attracting. So if you want to be real with yourself, this is where it's at. Kem Arts Book Club. We got real info. Okay. Not that fake believe and you don't know what's going on. We got evidence. We got books. We read. So if y'all want the book, get it. All right, and see for yourself. Don't take my word for it. For a person to be struck by Cupid, a chain of circumstance must occur. The individual must have his psychic defenses open, and there can be no shell to protect him from the magnetizing influence. Hermeticists believe that the magnetic field surrounding the planet Earth is a sort of universal receptacle in which everything is kept, and that this field surrounds us everywhere, flowing and circulating. Okay. To and from the physical bodies, the magnetism is neutral. It is natural state. That's the balanced state. Where's my yin yang? Neutral, nothingness, absolute zero. Natural state, right? Polarity. As far as its good or bad features are concerned, but the magnetism we project from our bodies is saturated with our personal vibration. So that's why we're able to feel other people's energy. If you give them a hug, give them a handshake, because you're in that, that's their energy that's radiating off of them. So you can feel the person's energy. All right, a lot of couples mimic each other energy, the false twin flame dynamic, the soulmate dynamic, the twin flame dynamic, the karmic dynamic. It is projected through our glands, hands, words, or genital organs. To say that a person has sex appeal, it says, is a highly accurate term because if it refers to those who possess great personal magnetism. Not everybody do. Not everybody do. I'm just going to say that. All right. Under certain psychic conditions, we receive a magnetic impact from a person to whom we are physically attracted. Bow! Ooh. It's like, ooh. Oh, shoot. Like you can just tell that person hot, right? You be like, ooh, I bet they good. Ooh, they hot. You know how men do that, women do that? That's that magnetism. That's that impulse they can feel that person has. But of course, they must be lacking it too. Okay? Some of them must be lacking it. As a result, this energy spears us through like the arrow. The Cupid's arrow. It says, who is this mythical Cupid? He is universal magnetism personified in a specific individual to whom we feel attracted. Okay. I think this is 4. I'm just doing little clips. All right. Okay. Cupid. This individual radiates Cupid's force at the moment of the encounter. If the first contact is followed by deeper and more frequent contacts, most likely both lovers will become so magnetized to each other that they will fall into a state of drunkenness, similar to that induced by alcohol. This magnetic type of drunkenness produces a state of euphoria well known to those who have undergone this experience. It does not, however, mean there is love. And that's what we be confusing that feeling with love. Love at first sight, but it's really the infatuation stage. And it takes a couple years for the infatuation stage to actually wear off. It's lust and it's infatuation, right? So it takes up to a couple years for all that to kind of wean off. That's confirmation, the horn, to wean off so you can really see how you feel about the person, if that person is the right fit for you. So a lot of people just go with that first initial impulse. Oh, I'm in love. I said that at 1:11, confirmation. They in the back, get them. Oh, I'm in love. Oh, this. But they don't realize that's why when you get married, 5, 6, 7 years, that itch coming and you don't even want the marriage no more. A lot of people don't even make it to 7. They make it to 3 or 4. They may not even make it to 10 if they make it to 7 to 8. Because they're realizing, what the hell have I done? You know, what have I done? I don't even want to be here no more. This is not what did I sign up for? And it depends how the person been treating them. It depends on a lot of things around the relationship that they're in. So take, that alcohol, that alcoholism, man, get you, knock your critical thinking right out. The magnetic type of drunkenness produce a state of euphoria well known to those who have undergone this experience. It does not, however, mean that there is love, for it is a mere electrical phenomenon. The couple thus intoxicated will feel as if they are floating on air with the door of their sensorial perceptions open. They will think that the world is more beautiful than before and that their worries are over. Man, that's some kind of trick. Oh my God, that's some kind of trick. All right. In short, magnetic attraction is a state very similar to the electrical phenomenon. It is not strange that the superior intellectual functions and critical faculties are totally asleep while this state lasts. When a person does not know what love is, it is understandable that he will interpret this experience as the highest, strongest, and most positive form of love. He will close his eyes and ears to anyone who might try to contradict him or show him the reality of this situation. Only in this way can one understand the inflamed passion produced between two people united by Cupid. It is easy to see why such relationships should suddenly end just as unexpectedly as it began. For feelings count for nothing, and neither do instinct nor ideas. This is not an enormous problem, but an electromagnetic one. That was some deep shit. So it's all in your head. You dream it up, you make it up, and you feed it. And if somebody try to talk you out of it, you don't want to hear it. And that's why a lot of people don't want their illusions destroyed when people are trying to tell them, oh, not that one, oh, this, and yeah, they got a right to choose who they want to choose and who they listen to, who they want to listen to. But that's why we get in those false relationships, because of this little example that I just read right here. While magnetic euphoria lasts, as it may last for days or years, a couple swears 1,000 oaths of the most passionate, tender, and ardent love, just as drunks in a bar swear the warmest oath of friendship. As a bar swear the warmest oath of friendship. When Cupid's influence wears off and the void takes over, the lovers not disoriented. The lovers now disoriented and unable to understand what happened, and blame or reproach each other in a useless attempt to explain the situation. Their batteries, now they depleted, because you know what? They've been jacking like it's rabbit time. So all of that passion from all of that intercourse and all of that is like the battery going down. Like that's your life force anyway that you're depleting, right? So you don't have no control. Your life force depletes with sexual encounters. A lot of people don't know that, right? You drain that life force. That's a life force. So a lot of people don't know that. And then they wonder why they don't have any energy to do nothing, because they're getting it like the Duracell battery rabbit, and they're not paying any attention to how much of that energy that one person could be sucking out of them or effing out of them, in so many words. Write that down. All right. That's why moderation is key, because that's your life force. And when it's depleted, it's depleted, you know. Let's see. It said their batteries, which were formerly united in a parallel circuit, have run down. Thus, explanation is far too real to be accepted by illusion seekers who live under the sway of their longing to romanticize everything. This is going to be an eye-opener for some of y'all. Y'all might not want to be a part of this book club. Let me just go ahead and throw that out before I go any further. Because this book ain't no joke. This book gonna fuck some folks up. Really gonna fuck some folks up. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Therefore, so if you're not ready to face the truth, don't listen to this book. Wait till I get to another one. This is for grown, mature people namely, that understand feminine and masculine energy and the dynamics and the roles and the duties. This is not for people playing. This is not for people trying to get people to buy them stuff and do all that stuff and trick people and manipulate people and play games with people. This is going to be some real shedding light information for those that have a relationship, those that's thinking about getting in a relationship, and those that just got out of a relationship, so you can heal. So that way you can point out what you were doing in those relationships, and you can heal yourself. Work on those issues that you may have had, or you notice from me picking up, reading them in the book. Because I didn't write this. This good to read, you know. Because see, we don't know everything. We don't remember everything. So, and this is one way you can make better choices and decisions about love or intimacy in the future, in your future relationships. This explanation, okay, therefore, the existence of a motive when unknown is often invented, and that the one which is most appropriate to save pride and self-love is used. In the case where love runs out, it is said that love just died because one's partner changed dramatically. It is hard to admit to a simpler reality that there is no love for the plain reason that it was never there in the first place. Nobody wants to admit they were just struck by infatuation or lust, but that's what it is. It's lust and infatuation. You don't get love. Love, you have to earn it. You have to work for it. You have to, the person can never give you no more than what's in them to give as far as love concerned anyway. So if they got an ounce of love, that's what you finna get. If they got the ocean of love, that's what they gonna get. They got only what they can pour into you, what they've already got within themselves. That's bottom line. So it ain't that people don't have love, they just don't have the amount of love that y'all require. So that means either you're requiring something from somebody that's not capable of loving you, right? Or you're requiring for something that is not even there. So it's like the Incapable song, Keisha Cole's, I knew you were incapable of loving me, right? That song, go listen to it. You'll know what I'm talking about. She spent her time trying to love somebody that was incapable of loving her the way she wanted to be loved. So then you got to go find somebody that matches that love, right? I got the goosebumps. So that's what she was talking about in the song. And that's what he's talking about in this book. We rather say, oh, it just died. No, it didn't. It was never there. And we hate to be wrong, especially when we spend 15, 20, 8 years, 10 years, 5 years with somebody just to say we was wrong. It wasn't love, you know. Nobody wants to admit that because they're going to be like, what the hell wrong with you? You know, you couldn't see that? No, he just explained how you romanticize stuff. And if you romanticize stuff, you don't see it in reality. You see it through illusion. All right? So that's what he was talking about. Initially, something made the couple vibrate. Whether it was true or a lie, an illusion or reality, they tasted, oh, I'm sorry. I looked up in here and got sidetracked. Where was I? They tasted, wait a minute, a reality. They tasted the fruit of their relationship. and the result was passion, a word which seems to have been invented just to describe what happens when an individual is flooded by magnetic force which sweeps him into a feeling or action. He becomes passive and turns into an instrument of external energy. Passion is passivity. Passion is to be possessed or taken over by something bigger than one's own force. Love does not enter into the picture because only passive affection have been generated. Feelings and instinct of a compulsive nature. The origin of these feelings is not under the control of the ego. This way of falling in love, like many others, has not the slightest resemblance to real love. Okay, ooh, that was deep. Brother, I love it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, my other books will be on Patreon. I'm just going to share this one with y'all because the other one's going to be on my love, money, and tantra, because I got to get a little, you know what I'm saying, tantric on some of y'all. But this part, I'm just doing this so people can stop this nonsense that y'all are in a healthy love relationship when you're not. This book will help you sort that out and for you to find out if this is infatuation with your person. Are you selling? Oh, I've been together 10, 15 years. I'm just going to stay put. And remember, we did a show, and that's on the playlist too. This will be in the book club playlist, Kem Arts book club playlist on my YouTube channel. So make sure y'all go and check it out. We already got some books on there for y'all. But my other Love, Money, Tantra books, it won't be no more of these. You're going to have to go over there and you have to go buy that damn tier. All right? Because I'm not going to be putting these out there. This is for people that's mature, that want to love the correct way. Everybody not ready to face even this. You think I talk truthful all the time about other stuff. You won't even be ready for this. It's so many areas people are underdeveloped. It's so many areas in their life that they are immature. And if I come with the truth that I know on all these levels, it'll fuck too many people up. Literally fuck them up. Because they will see that oh my God, I haven't done shit. That's right. Been out there effing off. Been out there just effing off in the world, thinking that's all it is out there. Let's just have fun. Let's just make it a playground. See, you had to mature and grow and to develop. And so if you wasted your time playing in relationships and dogging people out and manipulating people and using people to get material gain and go on dates and buy you drinks, you just lost out. You lost out on all your growth and all your maturity and all your senses, and even to make a decision. And people wonder why they don't see the train coming. They wonder why. Because they've been out there not really even trying to learn themselves through education or through reading or evolving, even working on their mishaps in a relationship or their faults in a relationship. They just been pointing the finger. Oh, I had a narcissist woman. Oh, she was egotistical. Oh, I had a narcissist man. Oh, he was egotistical. Well, we all tend to, because we all got a damn ego. It's just who has balance of it, who has it in control, who can keep balance, that neutral that it was talking about at the beginning of this chapter. Who can have that neutral, the neutralness, all right, of it. This one is called The Corrupt Love. Did I read this one? No, I didn't. Heterosuggestion, the influence of collective belief. Culture influences wield an irresistible power over the individual. Custom, tradition, morals, public opinion, religious commandments of the faith possessed by the individual. In some, the conduct which society approves, and all that is fashionable, obliges the individual to view outside goals as desirable. The individual will struggle to attain the goals he considers positive and civilized, and will zealously reject those which do not fit into the cultural pattern of the human race. A matrimonial pattern is subconsciously being forced with the passing of time. The patterns differ according to different cultures. In the West, a man marries only one woman, and it is the offense to marry several at once. While in some parts of the East, it is quite legitimate for a man to have several wives as long as he can responsibly support them. Now, this poly stuff, this poly stuff, this side chick stuff, this having more than one girlfriend. Technically, a man has to provide for each one of the wives that he has if he wants to live like that. But the secret is they keep that part a secret. And that's what hurts women, because they don't know they're being shared when they might be monogamous. They don't realize they with a poly man, because a lot of men won't come out and say that they want more than one woman, because if that's the case, they may not even get one. They'll get one eventually. It's a numbers game. But they know if they tell y'all women you're not going to go for it. That's deception, because you have a right to choose if you want your energy mixed with somebody else, and she could be sleeping around or he could be sleeping around with multi people. So then that makes a lot of people y'all having sex with at one time, at one encounter, right? Intercourse, at one encounter. So you got a right. That's a person taking your option away. Now, if a person walk up to you and said, I'm open, I'm in an open relationship, and they walk up to you and say that, then you know right then you can go, oh, I don't get down like that. Thank you. We can just be cool. Whatever, you do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do over here. That's you having to say so in it. Shit hit the fan when people don't say it. And that's all the sneaky link, the double life, the cheating, the poly lifestyle. If you agree with it, you agree with it. But if you don't, you don't. Right? But that's why so much stuff is undercover now and covert, because they know people, the pickings are going to be slim, because a lot of people don't want to share their men and women. They don't want to share that because we understand energy, whereas at first we really didn't understand energy. It was no talks in the black community, namely us, about energy. Like, you may have knew the other woman been around since our mamas and daddies. A lot of us have half brothers and sisters, you know, because daddy was moving around. That ain't nothing new to us. But and we might have knew about the other woman because your mother might have said something talking about how no good your daddy was. You know, that he was messing with her while we was together, or she was messing with him while, you know, she got this, or it's a kinfolk in the family that got a different daddy. Like today, this shit been around forever. But the thing is, when you're taking people's choice away to decide if they want to be a part of that or not, because they got a right to protect this vessel. This is what they're in control of. This is what they've been given to guard the avatar until it goes back to Mother Earth. And if somebody's not going to respect you enough to tell you they fantasies, then who are you sleeping with? Who are y'all sleeping with? Do y'all even know who y'all sleeping with, right? So a lot of people want monogamous. That's confirmation. A lot of people want monogamous. A lot of people don't poly, but a man should not want more than one wife if he cannot fully capable give them both the same thing, provide for them what they need provision for, because that's what he's supposed to be there. Millionaires do it all the time because they got the money. They can have 5. Look at Nick. Nick Cannon got how many? Whatever. But you know what I'm saying? He can afford, hopefully, all of those women lifestyle. So at least he doing it the right way. You got jokers out here broke, trying to have multiple relationships and not be honest with it on top of it. And then want to cheat one and cheat and not get other pick-me's, right? You just want somebody. You just want to say you have a man on the side, or you want to be the side chick, or you want to be the wife. It's going to always, not always, because all men not like that and all women not like that. But the majority are taking this all out of context and just running with it with the wrong principles and just applying what they want to put with it. When you just heard he provides support for both. If you're going to have 5, you got to provide stability, money, whatever they need for 5 wives. You got to provide for all 5 of them. And if they have children, you got to provide. If you're going to be sleeping with them, if you're going to be tricking with them, it's just what it is. The book said it. That was cultural. That's not even me making it up. He's saying from the east to the west, the different cultures and how they operated. And if y'all look the stuff up, you'll find it. Do your little homework on polyandry, polygamous, monogamous, and see for yourself. And see for yourself. That way nobody can tell y'all what it is or what it isn't. Ooh, where's my page at? Oops. Oh, come on here, good. Right now. That way y'all nobody can't tell y'all. Where was I at? All right. So, what is accepted in one culture is unacceptable in another. East versus west, culture-wise. It says, the approach to marriage, therefore, does not obey natural law. Ooh. Well, no, because marriage is man-made. And it's a business. You're in the business of marrying, 11:22 on my clock. You're in the business of marrying to build a business, to build a legacy, to build generational wealth, or to create generational wealth, right? So marriage is a business. We're in the business of a business partner, being a business partner, but y'all got to have something to build. So tell me this, if y'all in the poly relationships, I just want y'all to ask yourself this, and y'all knowingly know y'all in the poly relationships. If y'all come out of that shit and you don't have a business and you don't have shit to show for it, you just wasted time. You just wasted. You just lowered yourself. Because if you're going to be in a poly relationship, that's a reason for all of y'all to come up. That's a reason for all of y'all to stick together. That's a reason that no child left behind in the community, no matter how many children she got. If he liked her and she got 5, he took care of that 5 with her. If he liked her and she got 2, then he took care of that with that, because he had enough means to do it. But if y'all come out of that and say you don't want it no more, because we've heard of Nature Boy and his one, and who else? It was another one in the spiritual community. Who was that other one? I can't think of the other one. Yada. Yada even did it for a while. Yada was even like that for a while. I've been knew Yada and Nature Boy for back when. So they both two had that under one roof. The picture, they tried to have the sister wives stuff. They had videos of it out. You'd have saw it. Now they both went their own way. Now whatever happened to them, I don't know. Now we got Kevin Wesley. You know, what's his name? LaTruth's wife, LaTruth brother, right? Kevin Wesley, he got the 2 wives, the beautiful wives. You see his original wife and the young one. I forget her name, Casey. Her name is Casey. Look them up. You'll see them all over the place. And I'm not talking about them because whatever they choose is what they choose. I'm giving y'all an example from this book. Kevin shows y'all how to care for the 2 wives. He keeps it individual. He's done the interview. But what happened with Nature Boy, and Yada takes care of his 1 wife now because he don't have the 2. They had the baby, the other one gone wherever she went. I don't know what happened to what's his name? Nature Boy's ones. They did an interview how it was all crazy way back when. Y'all have to just Google to find those videos. So, and those are black men. Those are black men. So I can speak on that because I'm a black woman. And now I look at those 2 examples that was there, and then I'm looking at Kevin Wesley, and I've been following a lot of them for a long time, and I just been watching, listening, observing, like I tell y'all at KAU. You ain't got to, that's what they do. I don't care what they do, but look at how they did it though. Watch how he cared for his. Yada's with his single one. So they doing wonderful. He narrowed it down. I don't know what happened, and I really don't care because I'm not trying to put their business out there like that. I just know from observation. I pay attention to stuff I see sometimes that come across my feed. And you just watch them over the years because they all knowledgeable. They all have gave me insight. Even Nature Boy, before he cracked up, I don't know what the hell happened to him. But even Nature Boy, back when I used to watch him, he was okay. He was, I don't know what happened to him, you know, and Yada's been always good. He's been always formative with his stuff. So I love Yada and his wife and the Apple of Eve. They stuff, they sell, and they doing very well. She's doing very well. He's thriving as a king, you know, and they working together to build that life or whatever. He's supporting his woman. And that's what you want. I don't care if you got 50 wives. You got to support something. And if you women gonna be in something like that and know you in something like that, you better damn well come out of it with something. You better be in there building some shit. It shouldn't be a man trying to keep you broke, busted, and disgusted. I don't see Kevin suppressing his women. I don't see Yada suppressing his women. And for a while I thought, when I saw Nature Boy, I thought he was like, okay, he doing something positive. At least he treating the women right. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, is they treating them right? I'm looking for, is they uplifting the black woman? I'm looking for, how does they respect the black woman? But then all that hell broke loose with Nature Boy. So I'm not even gonna get in that. Like I said, that's past stuff. But just so y'all know, it is people out there in the community that have done it and been on public social media for y'all to see. If y'all watched and didn't criticize it, you could have learned a lot about it. You'd have learned if you wanted it or if you didn't want it. You could have learned like some of the insight. They have very spiritual knowledge. They have a lot of good knowledge. So I don't judge them based off of how they live personally. Has nothing to do with the knowledge. Y'all gotta separate the two. It's like a pastor. Y'all be like, oh, he a man of God. He go do something wrong with a little boy. Y'all forgive him, right? They ain't no different. They're no different. So look at the knowledge. Don't judge their life. Because if you judge their life, you're gonna be disappointed like that. Because you're gonna be like, oh, I had hope, and you're gonna look at them like they're not human. They're human. They're human. All three of these guys are human, and their wives are human. They're human beings, right? So look at the knowledge that they spread and see what you can utilize for your life or your benefit or your relationship. This is something you ain't gonna see like in the dating, because the dating is like, no, give me one person selfishly, right? But if it benefits other 5 black kids that's not his, 2 black kids that's not his, 3 black kids that's not his, and this man got some money and some wealth to make sure that none of those kids go hungry, if they doing it right. If they doing it right. But if you got over here and you taking care of her with her 2 and her 5 over here you sleeping with, and they over here starving, and she don't know how to, she gotta beg you for money, and this one over here they got 3 kids, and you go round robin to this one, and then she ain't got nothing, or you just going to sleep with her and still she taking care of her whole house. That's what's wrong. Because like it said, if you are a man and you want 3 wives, you need to provide for those 3 wives. He still need to give her something. Because in other words, why would she waste time on somebody like that when she can have somebody to herself? Now y'all see how I go? So if you're going to get into poly, be my guest. But look at what is, make sure you're being provided for. Make sure you're being supported. Make sure you're being protected. Your interest, because you're putting interest in that relationship. You're involving yourself with those 3 women and that man. And then you don't know if they're going to be the same sincere to him as he is to them, and vice versa. So look at the whole picture. And there's a Love Academy out. I forgot her name. I forgot her name. She used to teach Tantra. I forgot her name. Back when, anyway. It's y'all, and now you got women doing the same thing. You got women, oh, I can have 5 husbands, or I can have 5 boyfriends. Y'all, yeah, you can do what you want. Yeah, you can do what you want. But doing what you want, just realize it still comes with consequences. Just like them doing what they want still comes with consequences. I'm saying if you're in any type of marriage or any type of relationship You should not be empty. Marriage is for business. It's a man-made thing, and it's for ownership and business and husband bound to your husband, slave to that, that European definition of it. And I read that in Shazar Ali's book, back when. I got to pull that one out so we can finish that when we read the things about marriage. And I think that's on my playlist too, if you can find it. And how it is a fairy tale stuff, the marriage thing, and that we're not wired to do that as women. We're not wired to behave like men. And a lot of people take the liberation thing way over the edge, because of this femininity bullshit of being liberated. It doesn't mean you be wild and all doing what the men do. We have a natural, innate dutyship, responsibilityship. You won't find that in nature, pretty much, that I've seen and read. If it is, it's only a few species that do that, where the women is like that, but normally it's the alpha man that has all the women around them, right? That's in nature. Nature doesn't lie. People lie on nature, but nature does not lie. Nature tells us the human behavior. If you watch nature, you'll learn human behavior because it's closely linked, right? That's why in Egypt we had animal heads and human bodies, or animal bodies like the Sphinx and a human head, because that's the ego, right? And you got to balance out that ego. Either that ego's gonna rule you, or that physical gonna rule you. The spirit gonna rule you, or the ego gonna rule you. So you gotta learn how to balance that out. And what's good for one, trust me, is still not good for everybody else. So that's to each his own still. But if you Google those young fellas, you will see, and you probably came across them on your Facebook sometime or on IG or whatever, and you'll see how they act. And I listen to them every once in a while if I catch them, and I'm just happen to be scrolling. I might sit there and listen to what they say, and I'll just sit there and I'll just watch. I watch it, what they doing, what they saying, what they looking like. I'm just looking, I'm just checking. Kevin and his wives, they be very well dressed all the time. Doesn't look like one is unhappier than the other, for the most part. Sometimes I can tell they are, some of them ain't really feeling it at that day. And that might be just that day that they just ain't feeling well. But that's the way they get income. So they probably got to get in front of the camera, even when you don't feel good. So, that ain't nothing to read it in there. But for the most part, pay attention. If you want to learn about relationships, pay attention and watch relationships. Watch them. Be open and talk to people, because you don't know what people are into. And don't just jump into stuff with people. That's because y'all dying to have a relationship. Take your time, because that's the reason why I'm putting this book in the open, so people can take their time, because this is stuff that's not being talked about with this dating and coaching stuff. It's not being mentioned about unhealthy love, and that we never even knew how to love. And so many women ruin good love, an honest woman, an honest man, because we don't have no idea what that experience is, because all we've been loved was corrupt love, just like this book says. And we mistaked it for a healthy love, not knowing we never had healthy love. We never had it. We never experienced it. We never experienced it. When you read this book, you will see, because love elevates. Love doesn't disown, degrade, demote, dethrone, suppress, oppress, degress, regress. Love elevates. You will know real love because you will elevate in that love. From whoever it's from, you will be uplifted. That's how you know too, because it's somebody that ain't trying to tear you down, but it's somebody that's coming to build you up, to support, not support you like y'all think so much monetary wise, support you where there's need to support, like where your weaknesses are. That's support. Somehow the dating shit is all twisted and y'all think is, I got to get a coach, support me, I got to get what I want, I got to get my desires. Meanwhile, they're immature up here. Meanwhile, they can't fry egg. Meanwhile, they can't boil water. Meanwhile, they don't know how to clean the house. Meanwhile, oh, they don't want to cook no more. They don't want to clean no more. That modern women bullshit. That new age shit. Give me a Coach bag every time you see me. Give me this new lipstick that's $200 every time you see me. Give me this bag, these shoes. Somehow we thought that support means we don't work. With this soft life feminism shit that's going around, some women have misinterpreted as to think that a man only supposed to come to give you lavish things and not hold them accountable for certain stuff. And these are women that don't even want to grow, don't even want to evolve. And you fellas want to have babies by those type of women. And you women want to have babies by those type of men that don't even support you on different areas of your life where you need that support. And it's not just all monetary. It's emotional, it's spiritual, it's physical, it's psychological, it's mental, it's social, and it's financial. But it's not just only financial. It's not just only financial. So pay attention to your relationships. Dissect your relationships. Go get this book and go over it on your own. If you dare not be deceived by what you read, and you're not afraid to grow and elevate and truly want that the greatest love of your life that you can find or have or be with. And there's nothing to rush because you got plenty of lifetimes to do it. You got plenty of lifetimes to do it, to get it right. I was just watching a TikTok this morning, and this woman said I was in a marriage 3 times. I said, oh, 3 times. And I've heard of that. Elizabeth Taylor went about 7 or 8, I think, or something like that. But because it's a business and everybody's trying to secure their investment. They're investing in a person. And that's how you secure it with a marriage. Else you don't pour into somebody, in other words, that don't want to put a ring on it. Because that's how you secure your investment. They secure their investment. Women, you secure your investment. And if they break that business ship is broken by a divorce, then you can take your part of your investment and get gone, right? That's why marriage is a business. So you want to pick the best business partner for yourself. If you think of it like a business, don't think of it because, oh, I got a man and then I'm not going to meet the man's needs or demands or what they want from me, but then you're going to want him to do it for you. It don't work like that. Because you both got an equal share in the business. Whether you want to call it 50-50, and I'm not talking about 50-50 bills, I'm talking about you both got an equal investment. 50-50. 50% feminine, 50% masculine. Makes the 100. Not so much the bills, because you won't respect a man if a man don't pay bills. You will not respect him. Over time, it will diminish. And y'all start treating each other like shit. So it's saying, but if you got that dynamic and it's cool with you and it works with your marriage, so be it. But that's a roommate. You might well not even be married. You might well just go get your ass a live-in roommate. Because if you need 50-50, why would you get married for it? It doesn't make no sense. The shit doesn't make no sense. But y'all do what y'all want. I'm just flowing. I'm just channeling. I'm just channeling. But y'all do what y'all want. But I feel like if you want a roommate, go get your ass a roommate. Why get in legal shit that you don't have to be in to get a roommate like that? You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm talking about. Like, we got to think this thing through. Do you want a roommate, or do you want a wife, or you want a husband? And if you want a husband, or if they want to be a husband, they pay the bills of that house because they were going to pay them anyway. Now, if they down on a job and y'all pitch in, that's different. You got to, because you got to live, y'all. That's what you there for. But you're not expecting them to be down for 5 years. You're not expecting them to be down for 2 years. You're not expecting them to be down, you got to put a frame on it. You got to put a time frame on it. How long is it going to take you to find another job? How long is it going to take you to come up? Come back up, because, I'm not supporting us like this. That you can't be a feminine. You can't be a feminine in your feminine energy that drives y'all back into masculine energy. So once you understand the dynamics of feminine and masculine energy and what it actually is, you can't be that soft woman if you're always in that masculine energy. Now, some women come here to do just that, and that's fine. I'm not talking about them, because some women they prosper in that masculine energy, and that's who they are. So you can't make, every woman shouldn't be feminine and soft. So y'all can get that fuck shit out the way already. That's not what they come. They're thriving to run some shit. That's the boss. That's not saying they're narcissists. They just know how to run a fucking business real well. That's good. That's a skill that every man should want, really, if they knew what they knew, okay? If they knew better. You got somebody that know how to run some shit. Now, if you running some shit and fucking over some shit, that's a whole different topic. I ain't talking about them, because that's them that's out of control. They doing stuff just to go get stuff, and they eating up the money and, not really managing the money, Like me, I got to discipline myself because I'm a Taurus Venus, so I like some shit. But I got to be like, okay, calm down, sis. Pump the brakes, But see, that's I know that about myself, so then I know to watch myself. But if you got a woman that's careless and don't know to watch themselves, that type of woman in masculine energy can be dangerous for the family and for the marriage, because they don't have no barometer. They don't have no barometer. They want what they want. They're going to go get it, and they'll disrespect the man to go get it, or they'll still go get it because they feel like, I'm working for it. I can get what I want. So it's a lot of dynamics that ain't being really discussed, y'all, when it comes to feminine and masculine men or feminine and masculine women that people are leaving off. You're getting breadcrumbs. You're getting breadcrumbs. Y'all get these books. I'm sure. Get this book, because they giving y'all breadcrumbs, and you're not able to paint a whole picture with breadcrumbs. You ain't even able to paint a picture if you ain't got a fucking book in your hand, and you just taking what Kim say, but Kim don't never give you a book to read and don't tell you where she getting the information and where her opinions are coming from. Because when you read it, you're gonna have a different opinion. When I read it, I'm gonna have a different opinion. When somebody else read it, they gonna have a different opinion. And you're gonna put it together according to what you've experienced, what your life has been like, what your traumas are, what things like that. You'll be able to help yourself grow and become and be more observant in certain areas that this book is talking about when it comes to love and the corrupt love. So it's gonna help you. I'm all about helping everybody grow childhood wise and not be no fucking child and be a grown body. Be a child in a grown body. I'm about raising people up. I'm about y'all finding y'all true innate power and going back to y'all self, doing the real shadow work, not falsifying the shadow or fairy telling the shadow work, but actually getting to the shadow work to break those generational curses. Because that's what we come back here for. And that's what the chosen ones are here for, to help elevate. And what I do on this channel, I'm always doing something to elevate people. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about certain topics because that's just news or podcasting. I might be on a rant one day. I might be totally fine one day because I might see some shit and I'll be fucking mad. Like, because I'll be like, y'all know that's some bitch shit, and I might be mad and be on a rant. Don't take it personal. That's just me responding to the environment. Letting y'all know, that fucking shit ain't right. That ain't cool. What the president doing, what this one doing, what that. We all got opinion. People's opinion y'all shouldn't take other people's opinions personal. And the fact that y'all take people's opinions personal is what you need to go work on. So don't take people's opinion personal. They're not to be taken personal. That's just how that person is relaying to something in the environment. It's not a direct hit to anybody. But if you're guilty of it, you will see it as a direct hit. It will trigger. In other words, it'll be a trigger for you to go work on it. So read. I come to uplift. I come to educate. I come to share knowledge because knowledge is power. I come to give back what I've learned and raising myself up and doing for me, right? so that others can do for them and pull theyself up, right? Giving knowledges, giving jewels, not bait fishing and breadcrumbing, and not having you just come depend on me like some church shit. You know, like don't read, don't question God. Just come hear the word and go home and go as you come and come as you go, and you ain't never changed. That bullshit. Ain't nobody got time for that. This 2023 is supposed to be, but it really ain't. But anywho, we gonna roll with it. But I'm just saying, get you some books. I go for books that gonna empower, that is going to enlighten, not zane. I'm already naturally sexuality because I'm a Taurus. I'm already that. I come here like that. So I don't need to read that. I'm poetic. I'm erotica poetic. I write erotica. So I don't need to read zane, right? I'll make zane look insane. If I get a book like that and get to writing, you know, you be like, oh, God damn. I think, you know, you'll be over there, you know. Because if y'all heard me read it on back when I was journaling, you'd be like, oh, shoot, okay. You know, so that is just part of the little whatever they want to call it. But get some books and read. Empower yourself. It's not always about the money. It's not always about, if your needs are being met, you got to make sure that man meeting your needs. You know, God meets your needs, or your source or your creator. But you want to make sure that if a person, okay, this is what I tell my sons, you know, because men can get a bad rap, especially the black man. You know, black women get a bad rap too, but I'm not really talking about us because we got some fucked up ways and y'all don't even really admit that. But for right now, black men get the bad rap a lot of times. So I tell my sons, I say, you know what? Never mind, I forgot. I forgot. Never mind. I just said whoop whoop. I was thinking about, what did I say last? I don't even know what I said last. I have no idea. Greetings. I have no idea what I said last. But I was telling my sons something. What the hell was I telling them? What was my last words? Y'all know y'all got to keep up with me. If I get to channeling, whoo, them thoughts be flying. It's something connected to the last word I said. I got to think what I was saying. Because I had a moment. I was getting a download and it got interrupted. It'll come back to me. I ain't gonna think about it. But anyway, read your book so y'all know. You want somebody that's supporting you and that's gonna be there for you and uplift you and motivate, inspire you. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. I knew it would come to me soon. I changed the subject. I tell them, I said, I think I just told them this last week, but I think I told them before, but I told it again last week. You want to find somebody, and this goes for men and women, but black men too, and black women too. And it goes for everybody that want to listen, that have an ear that is open to receive. But you want somebody that knows how to prioritize their needs. And I say that to say this, because so many people are unhealed and spending through their trauma, wasting money, not putting it into the house. And so I tell my son, I say, you want somebody that thinks of their needs. Your needs are priority. And I have to stay on them about that, because that's just a generational thing that we suffer from as in the black community. And because if a person makes sure their needs are met, your needs are going to be met. If they not just going to go up there and F out their money, they're going to make sure the bills are paid. They're going to make sure they got a roof over their head, because they don't want to be homeless. They don't want to be on the street. So you want to find somebody that knows how to prioritize their needs over their wants. Because if they keep something over their head, something will be over your head. If they go out and just spend their money, you're going to have to break into God knows what. to try to keep from being homeless because somebody else jacked off or didn't pull their part or didn't do what they responsible. And if we talk about men being responsible 100% of the house, mortgage or rent, then I tell them you got to make sure your needs are met first. If you got somebody that's going to make sure their needs, they're going to consider you because you are part of them, or you're in a relationship with them, or you husband and wife in them, they going to make sure that they're not hurting you, because if they hurt you, they're hurting themselves. And if they hurt themselves, they're hurting you. So you want somebody to have that type of priority in a relationship, whether somebody out there just fluking it, flying it off, like just doing whatever they want with their money and blowing it, and then don't know where the rent gonna get paid and don't know how they gonna do it, and they only got one job and they can only work one job because, you know, whatever. There's a plane. Look at how the person survives. It's not what the man drives, it's what drives the man. It's not what the woman drives, it's what drives the woman. If materialism drive a woman, y'all up shit creek. If materialism drive a man, y'all up shit creek. Because that means they ain't really got no responsibility to where they gonna lay their head. So therefore they not gonna care where y'all have to lay y'all head. So look at where the person taking care of their basic needs. If they trying, if they know how, it's different if people need a hand up. A lot of people need a hand up. So I'm not talking about them few little in-between stuff scenarios, but I'm talking about like overall, when you're dating. Are they taking care of their basic needs? Do they know how to prioritize what's important, or put off getting this because this is right here is what's important? Because if they do this over here and this is what's important, that'll put both of y'all out. So you see what I'm saying? So look at it from a sense of, dang, they real responsible, or they irresponsible? Are they responsible, or are they irresponsible? That'll help y'all narrow some shit down. And if you are attracting the irresponsible, you got to ask why you're attracting the irresponsible. Is it because you don't want to be held accountable? Is it because you don't want to fix yourself? Is it because you don't want to grow up and elevate, or you don't want to give some effort and ownership in something? Because you're attracting them because there's a wound there. And them being there keeps you from looking at it in yourself, but you're looking at it as another person, but you're not seeing it as another person. You're not even seeing it as yourself, but it is your reflection. It is your reflection though, because everything is our reflection. Everybody reflects, right? We project and we reflect. So you got to look at what you're attracting, y'all. What you're attracting still tells you what's broken inside you. What you're attracting what you keep repeating is still broken, period. Doesn't mean if it's a person, it could be a thing. It could be using all your money up, check to check, that's broke. That's something broke. There's something blocking your pathway. I'm gonna say pathway, because you're not getting it. So you blocked out something, so you don't get what that is. So you gotta uncover that pathway, that blockage, so you can make the connection on why you keep living that cycle. Check to check to check to check to check. And if you attract a person that lives check to check to check to check, that's so you don't be responsible. So you're going to attract somebody just like that. And y'all going to have to struggle unnecessarily. Look at there. Y'all going to have to what did I say? Y'all going to have that going on back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's so you don't look at yourself. So there's not going to be no accountability ever in that relationship. It's not going to be nothing but hard times in that relationship. It's not going to be nothing but struggles in that relationship. because somebody not getting it or both don't get it, right? So take a look. Take a look at it. Take a look for yourself. I don't know if this is part 6 or 7. But anywho, where is it? Where's we? Oh, wait a minute. Where's we? Oh, Lord, I done messed it up again. Okay. So, that's the book, y'all. The Science of Love, John Baines. Only enter at your own risk, because it will open your eyes about it. If you're aware and you're on this level, you'll get what it's talking about. You probably already done realized some of this, but some of y'all newbies, it might fuck you up a little bit because you're not ready to hear this. So enter at your own risk. That's my disclaimer, because this is that deep spiritual stuff. This ain't no weak shit. All right. You got to be willing to face the truth with this book and not lie to yourself. This book is not going to let you lie to yourself. All right. And I can tell this brother's very, very intelligent, because I can tell books are read enough that I can tell the books that got ego in it. This man is coming from straight fact. This man is coming from straight truth. That's why I admire this book. I like this book. One of my spiritual brothers turned me on to this book, and that's why I wasn't going to share. He gave it to me, you know, to get. So I wasn't going to share it, because I know we're on that same path, that, you know, that same vibration. But I was like skeptical about even giving it to some of y'all. And that's why I said this is going to be the last one that I'm going to even probably share with y'all, because I know a lot of y'all not really even there yet. Just coming into the spiritual journey. But some of y'all may have the intelligence already to kind of sift through and sort because of whatever you've been through. But this is not, if you want to keep playing the field out there, this ain't the book for you. This literally ain't the book for you. If you want to keep using people and manipulating people, this ain't the book for you. But if you want to elevate and you really want a true, sincere relationship, not that dating, not no fake shit, not no breadcrumb shit. You want to know the ins and outs of a relationship and how a masculine and feminine energy works. You might want this book on your shelf. You might want this book. I'm just saying, but that's up to y'all. Cause it ain't bull. He's not bullshit. He's definitely not bullshitting, as you can see, because I'm reading it word for word. He ain't playing, you know. Where was I at? Okay, it does not correspond. Okay, it says, what is acceptable in one culture is unacceptable in another. The approach to marriage, therefore, does not obey natural law. That's because it was man-made. That's why the fuck it don't. If they done told on their ass right there. Okay, but I'm gonna leave that alone, because y'all know I'll be over him. Okay. It does not respond to mandates or acts of universal intelligence which are observed through nature in the germination of plants, the growth of trees, or the changing of the seasons. Man does not respect universal harmony, and he does not participate in the cosmic order of nature, but perverts the law, usually creating his own arbitrary ones in irrational and chaotic ways. And that's when I was talking about that poly stuff. They went on to do something totally else. A lot of people would take truth and they go make what they want to make out of it. They own religion, they own philosophy, but they'll take components. They'll take little bitty components of the truth and then go do something far-fetched with the rest of it. You gotta watch people like that. That's why it's good for y'all to read. I cannot stress that enough. Read, because read is mental power. Reading expands your mind, your intelligence. It helps protect you from effery. Okay, then it says, religious precepts are inherently correct when they speak of the need for respecting God's will. Everybody has God's will in them. You know that, right? Everybody has God's will, right? There's a divine will and there's our will. So you got to respect God's will. We all got to respect God's will. We have our will and then God's will inside of us. But we got to respect God's will. So if a person is not going to respect God's will inside you, what? How do you want somebody like that? If they ain't got respect for God's will in you, they sure ain't got respect for God's will in themselves. You get it? Because everybody got God's will inside them. God's plan, the master plan, the blueprint inside them. I'm just saying. So if people not respecting that, how y'all expect people to respect you, your will, and God's will that's inside you? No matter who your creator is or who you call it to be. I'm just saying. Unfortunately, there only demands fulfillment of the commandments of dogmatic faith. Dogma. Make up what the hell you want to make up. Do what you want to do. But take little pieces of nuggets and trinkets and then make up what you want to make up. Like the poly stuff. They took it totally out of proportion. It ain't a lot what y'all see today. Okay? It's become weaponized like everything else. As they address only the human heart and forget about human intelligence. Human beings are turned away from natural path, which should be followed from the path of consciousness, evolving as humans whose aim is to attain higher and higher levels of humanness. Man's passion for comfort, luxury, and his consumer appetite have led him to the intrinsic degradation of his truly human qualities, and in exchange he has exalted his purely animal qualities, animalistic behavior, ego, straight ego. That's why I said I can tell when a person write a book who in ego or not, because you can see it. You'll be able to see it. You'll be able to feel it. You can sense it on the pages. You can sense it. He's coming not even ego form. Not even in ego form. This is a very brilliant man here. Intelligent man. You know, this drama is reflected in the arena of love relationship. The matrimonial patterns designed for the couple by humanity itself has a vulgar and superficial aspect, tainted with materialism and ignorance. See there? The norms the individual and is obliged to follow as part of the instinctive, passional element of Homo sapien. Man no longer heeds the natural patterns so perfectly designed by God, which governs all nature. So y'all just gonna throw nature out and do what the hell you want. And I told you all your answers are in nature. Nature doesn't lie, because the spirit of nature is the spirit of Mother Nature. She ain't lying. She ain't got no reason to lie. So she gonna tell us every damn thing. She the one true divine you gonna ever meet on this planet. Everybody else in human form lie like a motherfucker. But if you want the truth, you look at fucking nature. You look at the animals, you look at the elephant, you look at the lion, you look at the antelope, you look at the coyote, you look at the beaver, you look at whatever animal you want to. Bird, fish, fowl in the air, in the sea, on land, and you gonna get your damn truth. Y'all gonna get your truth. Look at how the males mate out there versus the female. Look at how they mate. They don't make like nothing you seen today. Nothing you see today. Because they done took it and just corrupted it. When it's supposed to be for survival. Mere survival. Survival of culture, survival of people, survival of land, the inhabitants, natural life, natural order, natural law, universal law, principle. Come on. All morals forgotten out there in the world. All morals. People don't have no morals, no ethicals, no nothing. Ain't even got a barometer that works. Can't even distinguish right from wrong. All they care about is self. Service to self. That's it. Not service to others, not service to all, not service to humanity, just service to self. Me, me, me. I. Gimme, 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 gimme. What you can do for me. What you can do for me. What you can do for me. Y'all first question on the date, or matter of fact, before you even go up, when you talk to them on the phone, just go on out and say what you can do for me. That needs to be some of y'all ass first motherfucking question, and I bet your bitch asses won't get a date. But y'all want to play with people. But really what they want to say is what you can do for me on the phone. What you can do for me on the first date. Y'all might as well stop playing and go ahead and ask a person what they can do for y'all, because that's really what service to self is. What you can do for me. Because that's, instead of playing and wasting time, that's really what y'all want to ask. That's really why you're going out on multiple dates, to find out who can do the most for you with y'all least little ass effort. And that's really what y'all doing. That's really what they doing. Who can do the most for me with the least amount of my effort involved? In other words, something for nothing. People that want something for nothing. People that want something for nothing. Don't want to put nothing in it, but want a whole lot out of it. Manipulation. Manipulation. The drama is reflected in the areas in the arenas of love, relationship. And I already read that, didn't I? Yeah, hold on. Man prefers to consider himself as the conqueror of nature and prefers to impose his arbitrary visions over the immutable, harmonious, and perfect structure of the natural world. This is a basic pattern in the human couple, which varies with cultural differences. Fashionable opinions also functions in this way. Opinion motivates a person's conduct in love. Opinions motivates a person's conduct in love. I'm gonna read that again. Opinions motivates a person's conduct in love. Is that not what y'all doing with all this dating coach expertise? Y'all are getting other people's opinions and it is y'all are conducting it in love. So she got to tell you how to find somebody. He got to tell you how to find a man. Did you hear this? Opinion motivates a person's conduct in love. Listening to other people's opinions. Not being able to listen to your own opinions. So you're not doing what y'all want to do. Y'all are doing what other people opinions are telling y'all what to do. In other words, you're not thinking for yourself. That part of the equation is out on some people. They don't know how to think for themselves. And people that know that will capitalize on y'all, will take advantage of y'all, and have y'all ass eating out the palm of their hand, bait fishing y'all with little trinkets of information and not giving you a damn thing but dragging your ass out till you what? Bone fucking dry. That's a fucking covert narcissist. And that is some of this dating shit and all this other forums that's going on out here doing the same thing. Not just in dating, all across. Motivational speakers included. Tarot readers included. Bait fucking fishing. That's why I share so much of my shit with y'all, so y'all will know for yourself. You will be able to call me out on it. I'm sharing so you can call me out on the shit, because I know I'm not doing it, because I'm sharing the shit. I don't have no reason to do it. You seeing what I'm reading. You seeing what I'm doing. But other people that want to keep that shit from you, where's the reference? Where's the reference of the material? See, every book, if they write a book and it comes from somebody else, there'll be a page that's referenced, right? Remember, they'll put a reference page of where they accumulated some information at, right? So if a person is talking to y'all, where's the reference? Y'all got to start thinking, where's your reference? Where are you getting this from? What books can I read on my own to formulate my own opinion? See, y'all allowing people to give y'all the opinion instead of y'all are formulating your own opinion by reading shit yourself. That's why I got book club, reading literacy. That's why I got budget, playlist for financial literacy. So you can form your own opinion. Now, you can get it from a girlfriend. You can get it from a bestie or a homeboy or a homegirl. But just because they give y'all the opinion of something, don't mean you got to do what they say either. Not even if it's your bestie, not even if it's your mother, not even if it's your cousin, not even if it's your children, not even if it's your spouse, because you're your own person. And you are entitled to go off of your own opinion. That's your free will, that's your choice. And people get mad when you don't take their opinion. So this is the influence. This is the world of influence. This is the new age of influence. And if you can be influential and get them numbers and get whatever, you would think you have arrived, or you would think you're listening to the most popular opinion or the most smartest person. But that's not quality over quantity. That's not always the case. That's not always the case. Y'all got to look at the content of what they offering. Y'all got to look at the context of what they offering. And you got to see if there's a motherfucking solution there. If they're addressing a problem, is the solution there? Is there resources there? Because if they doing all this and you don't have no resources, I can be doing anything. I can be making a shit out my ass. You have no way to prove it. You have no way to back it up. Just hearsay. So you might well say a lot of people out here just listen to hearsay. They not reading. They not providing y'all knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is just sharing. Sharing the material. Sharing stuff that's already been investigated. Now couple it with today. Put it on what you learned today in your experience. You are powerful. If you got something to measure it by. But if you don't have nothing to measure it by, your power has been stripped. Your power has been stripped. You will not walk into your true power, your true innate power, because you have nothing to even measure the self. These people I cannot watch 1,000 people. I got 9,000 people on my YouTube. I cannot watch 9,000 people by myself. Y'all got to be accountable for yourself. I'm not looking at y'all all at one time, seeing what y'all do 24/7. So neither can they. Neither can a pastor that has 60,000, 60 million, whatever. They cannot. They cannot. You got to question people that's not willing to share information so y'all can formulate your own divine opinion. So y'all can formulate your own divine opinion. Because you have a spirit team that will help you formulate that opinion and will help you work out that solution. Other people are not the answer to y'all solution. Stop looking at people as the answer to y'all solution. You are the answer to your solution. Each of us are our own equation to our solution. We are the issue, we are the problem, we are the equation, and we are the formula. And so y'all gotta start looking at yourself. I come to uplift, I come to empower, I come to make a change in the world and the trajectory of where it's going. Because it's sick. It's sick to turn this bitch on every day and see this shit. And all people doing is sit up there looking pretty, dressed the fuck up. Looking pretty, but providing y'all with no fucking material. And y'all ain't even fucking asking. And that's the sad part. That's how crippled the church got you. You won't even fucking ask. It's only a few people out there that have book club. But we got fucking millions of fucking podcasts of motherfuckers' opinion. On what? On what? Toxic love. Unhealthy love. They are showing y'all unhealthy love. They are talking about what he's talking about. They are talking about what he's talking about. But the difference is, he telling you, you ain't never had healthy love. He's pointing out the signs that they're telling y'all is healthy. He telling you, no, it's not. So they doing the opposite. They doing the opposite. They're doing the opposite. Y'all think what they're talking and teaching is healthy love. You read this, you gonna see it ain't. You gonna see it ain't. You gonna see it's not. Get the book. If y'all can find it. When was this book written? I just love my spiritual brothers. Give me some good spiritual brothers. Oh God, 1988. This book was written in 1988. 1988. And to think a brother gave me this. And to think a brother gave me this. So that talk, a lot of y'all talk about brothers ain't no good. You just ain't met a good brother. Because that's empowerment. That's why I said everything is not sexual. Everything is not about monetary. It's like soul ties. You have soul ties on many areas. You got this on many areas. But the wealth of information he gave me when he gave me this book. The wealth of information. If I fuck up after reading this book, it's because I don't get it yet. It's because I ain't healed in some spots yet. I need to work on myself. Because this book will help you reevaluate every fucking relationship. Not just relationship with men or people y'all want to marry or date or court. Every relationship. Because it's in your family. It's in your children. It's in if you already married. It's in your work relationship. It's all across the board. Because unhealthy love is in all those dynamics. All those fragments of a relationship. Business partnership. Transaction. Everything is transactional. Everything is transaction. Everything is up for negotiation. Right? If you can mess up after this, you still got healing to do. But that comes with a but. You could be knowing this and a person still lie to you, yes, and get over it, yes. So I'm not saying you got work to do then because you studied this enough to know, okay, I did exactly what he described. I looked at all the different corrupts of love and I tackled all the corrupts of love in myself to make that perfected love, that most upright love, that most genuine, authentic love. Now, if somebody come and woo me after that, you see what I'm saying? After that, then that's not a reflection of me because I studied myself. That's a reflection of them. And they will realize when they leave that they had a good thing because they're going to run into lesson after lesson after lesson. And if they hurt somebody that's good to them, they're going to regret it for the rest of their life. So that's not for y'all to worry about at that point. My thing is, are y'all doing something to work on yourself and truly work on yourself and not make it be for somebody else to come and save you? Ain't nobody got to save us. We save ourselves. We can only hold our parents accountable up to a point. Once we get done and we're an adult, that is 100% our responsibility, what we choose and what we do. That is no more on them. They got us to the growth part. The part of independent where we in our own household, paying our own bills, doing our own thug thizzle, and all this other behavior shit that we do. At this point, you are 100% accountable. You can't blame mama and daddy no more. You can't blame grandpa and grandma no more. Y'all are 100% accountable. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to realize it or not, you are. They did what they did at the time they had to do it with what they had to do. If that was the best they could give y'all, that was the best they could give y'all. They did what they had to do for that time. Now it's y'all time. And it's y'all responsibility. And a lot of people ain't facing the music. A lot of people is not facing the 100% responsibility. They want to put it off on somebody else. When they come to save themselves, nobody come to save. Asking somebody to take care of you is like you want somebody else to save you. And then you scrabble for somebody else next after that person to save you. So there's never no responsibility, never no ownership. Never no growth. Is I'm going to use and manipulate my way through life. That's a con man. That's a con artist. That's a con woman. That's a fucking con. I'm going to manipulate my way through life. And if y'all call that being a God, you're wrong. Because God don't have to do that to be God or a goddess. It will naturally be done to you. Men will naturally give to you. You wouldn't have to lie for somebody to give to you. If you're that powerful, you don't have to lie to another human being to get what you want. You can simply tell the truth. You can simply be truthful. You don't have to lie and manipulate people to get something out of them. That just shows how weak you are. You're just using manipulation, sweet talk, stroking egos, brown nosing, ass kissing. And that's fine too. We got those in the world. But that's not God. God simply is. God simply is. And if y'all don't get that, then you have to go study yourself to see what God simply is. This book is off the damn chain. I gotta go. How long we been on here? An hour? Oh, I gotta do pop-up. I'm gonna stop right there. Because y'all know I've been read this bitch the whole goddamn night. I'm just saying. This is a turn on for me. It's a turn on. But a real person will educate you. A real person will empower you. A person that loves you will empower you mentally, not just sexually, not just financially. They will empower you. They will uplift you. And you got to look at what upliftment really means to you. What do y'all consider as enliftment? Oh, I just want money. Oh, I just want gifts. Some people like that. Some people like that. But I'm not asking about them. I'm asking about KAU. I'm asking about the collective that's listening that will come across this video in the future, in the next week or the year after. It's timeless. I'm asking you personally. I'm asking you personally. Give me a thumbs up if y'all like this book. Give me a thumbs up if y'all like the book. All right. Share the video. It's eye-opener. We're about growth. We're not about the illusion no more. We're not about the fairy tale. Yes, we still got people that believe in the white picket fence fairy tale and keeping up with the Joneses. Yes, we still got those people out there. They all turned loose out there. They all rampant. All right. Yes, we still got them. They're going to still be there. We just going to be moving around them. All right. But anywho, if y'all want to learn and elevate, stay tuned to the channel. Thank you, Raw. Stay tuned to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Share it. Hit the bell button because I do have book club. This will be in the playlist with the other book clubs, books that I put out or that we've been going, not put out personally, but been going over from my library. So again, this one was one of the newest ones, actually. That's why I'm, y'all, ooh. I had to ask Spirit about this one. I keep telling y'all I had to ask Spirit about this one because I knew this one was like, oh shit, this is really advanced. This one, I don't know if they ready for this. You know, mentally, some of y'all are, but whether y'all gonna change y'all behavior, that's like something totally different. I ain't got no control over neither one of them. But y'all take what y'all will. I'm just sharing it, all right? Because it was shared with me and Spirit was okay with me sharing it with y'all. And that's the only reason why I'm sharing this book, because I had to ask Spirit, was this too much for y'all? Because I'm not going to share the advanced stuff to hurt you, you know, because I got some advanced stuff. But I will share the stuff that Spirit is like, okay, yeah, the ones that's going to see it, it must be okay for them. Or maybe it's something some of y'all need to realize in that damn book to assess your own relationship. Because y'all out here, you're just soaking up all this data and shit. And y'all thinking this that they're describing on these podcasts, they're describing healthy love, and it's not healthy love. It's corrupt love that they're describing, and a lot of people don't know it because, like I said, if you've never experienced healthy love before, oh my God, you won't recognize it. It'll scare the shit out of you. It'll scare the goddamn bejeebers off your ass. Okay, it's serious. You will be like, everything in your body gonna tell you something wrong with that motherfucker. You know, because it's going to be like, because we're going to be about to have fits because we have not recognized it. And it's going to be terrifying. It's going to be absolutely terrifying. Not in a bad way terrifying, but your senses are going to just be like fucked up over it. Because it's going to catch you off guard. You know, it's going to definitely catch you off guard. It is the most beautiful thing, though, I will tell y'all that. To experience healthy love in this lifetime, baby, I have been, that's an honor. Let me say, it's an honor. Because if you've been in bad relationships, unhealthy relationships, narcissistic relationships, the best thing you can do for yourself is shut down from all relationships. The best thing you can do is stay open to relationships. If you shut down because you've been so abused, you say, they just won. Like I said, they just won. You just let your narcissist win. You just let them win. You forfeited even trying to win, even trying to fight back, even trying to love, right? Even choosing love. Nobody says you got to be out of a relationship to choose love for yourself. See, that's that other bullshit. That's that other bullshit that's floating around. Oh, I got to be in no relationship to choose me. No, you just got to know how to choose you, period. It ain't got shit to do with you being in another relationship with somebody. When shit come down to it, if there's a question about something, you got to listen to yourself and just choose you. It has nothing to do with y'all shutting down being single or celibate. It doesn't. You just got to know to choose you at every turn when there's a question of, do I do this for him or do I do this for me? Is this going to benefit me or is it just going to benefit him? That's the choosing. You got to see, you got to weigh it. The choosing is in the weighing of it, not the isolation of it. It's in the weighing of it. If I do this action, what am I going to gain from it? If I do it for him, what am I going to get out of it? Am I getting something out of it? Right? So, may y'all grow. Let me know if you like it. Hot topics. I like to discuss my books. I read. Y'all can free to comment down below. No judgment here. Comment down below if y'all feel like if some part of this book triggered something, you to remember something, about what you learned. Share it so other people that come along will see it and read the comments, because you never know who y'all comment will help from not criticizing, but from, constructive criticism, yeah. But from putting your opinion down there, it will help somebody like, yeah, I did. Yeah, every other relationship I have been, they take. Boom. Then that person can have some type of comparison and then the book, and then make them stand back and go, well, wait a minute. Yeah, all those men or all those women, all that was corrupt love. It's to each one to help one, each one to teach one, each one to reach one. Y'all can reach people by commenting just on my shit. Y'all can reach other people up to help other people too. And that will benefit y'all. It will benefit you because people read comments. People read comments. Now some, I don't know what they do, but a lot of people read comments. Because you never know what message is for you. They'll pick up on a message just for them, read to a certain point, get that comment, whoop, they off. It could be thousands of comments on that thing, but they'll get to that one comment when they psychologically or subconsciously know that whatever they were looking for is in that comment, they off. They'll go off to something else because that's what they came to get, that person's comment. It could be y'all comment, it could be somebody else's comment, it can be my comment, it could be whatever. Y'all, we're interconnected. Although not from the same destination, same place, space, but we're interconnect. Our worlds interconnect. They interconnect. So y'all can help a lot of people, then y'all know, and y'all can do a lot of good in the world too. But y'all gotta stop being so, afraid to comment or have your own opinion about stuff. And don't just take everybody else's opinion about something. Make sure you weigh it. Now, if it fits at the time you getting it and your intuition saying, yeah, what she's saying is correct, that's different. That's what you're supposed to do too. Follow your intuition. Follow the compass. Follow where spirit's saying, yeah, do what she say. Yeah, do what he say. Yes, in that case, yes. I'm just saying not all the time though. Not all the time, because then you'll never trust yourself. Y'all will never learn to trust yourself if you don't go out there, make a mistake, bump your head, stub your toe, and then go, oh, okay, I get it now. I get it now. I know what this looks like. So if it looks like this, it must be this. Right? If it looks like an apple, it's an apple. It ain't a lemon. We ain't gonna crush that apple and get lemon juice. Right? I would say can't get lemon juice from an orange. Can't get lemon juice from an apple. It has to come from the source. So apple juice, lemon juice, orange juice. It has to come from what the source is. So don't be afraid, y'all, to use your intuition. And in this age of this information age of technology, ignorance is a choice, because we're in the age of Aquarius. So ignorance is a choice. Yes, but at the same time, you must guard yourself and you must think for yourself, because a lot of this could drive a lot of people mad and insane and crazy into oblivion. And it's already bringing up mental illnesses that people had that they've been covering up for so long. That's why so many people triggering. That's why they getting triggered. But at the same time, triggers just mean that's something for you to heal. Stop taking triggers personally. Take the trigger as, yay, Spirit is showing me what I need to heal. Now I know what I need to go heal on. Oh my God, thank you. That's what the triggers are for. Y'all are getting so fucking, personal about triggers. Triggers are Spirit saying, this is what you go work on. Y'all keep saying, I want to be on my spiritual journey. How do I get on my spiritual journey? How do I do this? How do I do this? And as soon as a trigger come up, y'all mad at the person. Instead of going, oh my God, yeah, Spirit showed me what I need to go work on. That's what a trigger is. A trigger is what you need to go work on so you can get to the next lesson. So you can pass the test. Get over that hurdle. Because for so long, y'all erased it or threw it back there. And then with all this information everywhere, you get triggered and now you like, okay, don't take it personal. My angels, my spirit guides, I asked them to help me on my journey, show me what I need. Bam. So then don't get mad, y'all, when the trigger comes. Go work on it. Go see where it came from, where the source is. Go back to where it came from. Okay, I know why am I mad? Okay, who told me this? Who told me I was ugly? Who used to call me ugly when I was little? Who used to pick on me in school? Was it boys? Was it girls? Was it my siblings? Was it my parents? Was it somebody that told me in my family I wasn't ever gonna be nothing? And I'm insecure. Where's that insecurity come? Y'all gotta trace that insecurity back down there to heal it. You gotta sit with it, feel it, deal with it to heal it. Listen, watch, and observe. Trace it back to where the root cause of it's at. It's not at the person that it came out of their mouth, because they didn't grow up with y'all. That's just the Spirit using them to trigger it so you can know, because y'all been asking, how do I get on my journey? How do I know? Am I on the right path? Well, when Spirit give you a trigger, handle it. You're on the right path. You'll be clearing your path. You'll be clearing your issues, your mental issues, your psychological issues, whatever health issues or ego issues, whatever. You'll be working on yourself. That's how we all help each other. But don't take stuff personal. Don't take something personal. Even if it is, don't take it personal. That's the 4 agreements. Don't take nothing personal. Don't make assumptions. Right? Y'all, this is good. But anywho, hopefully that helps y'all. See y'all next Sunday, Saturday on the book club. I was a little behind this week. That's why I put the 3rd through the 9th. So this is April 3rd through the 9th, 2023. This is episode 15, I think. Episode 15. If I can keep up with these episodes, it would be great, because we're reading 2 books at one time. And the other book, Psychic Defense, I'll probably just finish out this one first, so that way I won't be going back and forth. But definitely, bookmark it. If y'all haven't had a chance to get the book, you can find it, I believe on Amazon. Get the book. It's a great book, and like I said, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be an awesome book. If y'all read it with an open mind, anything I share with y'all, read it with an open mind. Don't read it with your closed, one-track mind. It won't benefit you if you cannot have an open mindset. The knowledge that I share, you have to have an open mindset. It's not going to be like nothing that you've been brainwashed to think. It's going to trigger every ounce of beliefs or things that you think you know, it is going to disturb some of it. So come with an open mind. As long as you can have an open mind on my channel, you good. Because a closed mind ain't gonna make it. All right, it ain't gonna survive. Not over here. So if y'all got that open mind, stay as long as you like. Welcome newbies, welcome KAU that want to have an open mind, that want to grow, that want to evolve, that, you know, want to become the intelligent human being. Then you're in the right place. You in the right place. All right. You are solely 100% accountable. I'm not accountable for none of y'all. All right. I'll usually warn you if it's a trigger or if it is likely or whatever, but it won't be on purpose. It'll just be to kind of keep you go. Don't be mad if you get in your feelings, then step away or cut it off or something. But you still got to have an open mind. And until you know how to have an open mind, certain things on the spiritual journey that you hear when you first come into the journey gonna piss you off because you've been brain dead for so long. You've been brainwashed and trying to wash people's mind and uplift their mind. People rebuke change. They go against the grain. They don't like change. Even though the change is good for them, they don't know it's good for them until they've shown that it's good for them. Until they taste the fruit, then they know the fruit is good. But otherwise, they look at the fruit and think the fruit is sour or think the fruit is bitter. And that's y'all judging the cover before y'all read the book. Or you judge the person before you know the person. You just make up whatever intention you want to make up about a person instead of taking the time to get to know a person and know what's in a person's heart and know what space they coming from. So be open. Don't be judgmental. You know, don't allow people room to grow. Allow people room to make a mistake. Allow people room to change. You know what I'm saying? Allow people the room. So you can see where they're going. So you'll be, oh, that's what they meant. Oh, okay. Because then when you get on that journey, you're going to know, oh, I saw this before. Ah, this is what this is. Okay. I was so lucky to get a glimpse of this before I got on my own journey. And once I got on my own journey, it made my journey a lot easier. I can't tell y'all how much by paying attention on all these years, how much when it got time for my journey, how easy some of it was. I mean, the only part that was hard was the part, me being a Taurus, not wanting to change. That was the only part. But, other than just seeing other people and watching other people and not being judgmental about other people or not getting my feelings about or just stepping away if I was, man, you'd be surprised. It's a small world. We all run in circles. You're going to go through the same thing at some point, or you're going to know somebody that is at some point. And you're going to be knowing what to do because you the one saw it, or you the one experienced, or you the one that went through it, da 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 da. Y'all be surprised how when it time came, how easier the journey was. When you look back on it, it looked like it's hard when you're going through it because that's the change thing. We don't want to change. But once you get out of it, you're like, I was tripping. Like, this shit wasn't that hard. I knew this person was doing it, this, and if it hadn't been for me seeing this person, and this, I'd have really been messed up. But because I was able to be open-minded and listen and watch, learn, and observe, it made it that much easier and smoother when it came time for me. Because I didn't judge them. I didn't make up some craziness inside of my head to not listen to it. I listened to it, took in what I read. Y'all could take from what I just read and only take a little ounce of what I just read as y'all. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to take everything that I read or everything that he said. I ain't taking everything that he said. I'm just listening, watching, observing what he said. So until you know how to do that, then you'll get what I'm talking about. But you may just take a little bit, a nugget of it, and apply it to your life. Well, at least it's something. It's something that you can utilize It's something that you're going to learn to apply somewhere. So take little, all, whatever. It's keep an open mind. And nobody's opinion of this book is going to be quite the same. So it ain't no wrong. It ain't no right. It's neutral. It's neutral. Take what you can use. Take what you can use, and what you can't, store it for later or throw it back. That's it. And that's all we got to do in this life. Take what we can use for our personal journey, for our spiritual journey, and what we can't, disregard it. Ain't no harm done to the person sharing, because what you don't use, somebody else going to use. And it's going to work the same for y'all when y'all do a platform or whatever y'all decide to do. It don't matter in the corporate part. People going to take what they can use for you, and they're going to chunk the rest. And you can't get mad if they want to chunk the rest. So if y'all got to be non-judgmental, just think of the people that's up there. How non-judgmental we got to be. Right? We getting critiqued, we getting mocked, we getting laughed at, we getting picked on. We trying, people throwing stones at us, people trying to bring our platforms down, people coming at us, hand over fist, trying to just tear us down. And all we doing is trying to lift people up. And then they trying to block us from lifting people up. So you just imagine that. Just imagine if you could sit through some of that. Just a day of that. A week. But see, when you know your purpose, don't nothing surpass it. Nothing surpasses mine. Nothing. When you got balance, you got balance. And when you understand, you understand. Intelligent minds want to know. All right, y'all. That's book club for today. We'll be back with pop-up later. Okay? And I know I was dozing like last night, just to say. So I left the cards out, the alchemy cards out on the desk this morning. I said, I got to leave these cards out. Some said, leave these cards out. Some said, leave these cards out. And I was like, stunned, because the sleep monster was on me heavy. And I said, I'm going to leave these cards right here. I think I'm going to go on back here and get ready. Y'all, and I set them up here because I'm going to show them when I do pop-up. But I did not even realize last night when I was reading them what they was actually saying. That's how sleep monster was on me. Compassion, universal love, and divine feminine. I just wanted to show y'all that. That's what the cards were. When I got up this morning and saw, because I left them right here. And when I got up this morning and I looked, I said, what? I was in shock. I was like, that's what them cards said last night. Totally don't have no memory of it. No remembering. Yeah, I said remembering. 4-4, yeah. 444 is on this universal love one. 15 is on compassion. That was the first one. Then it was universal love. And then it was divine feminine. And I thought, oh my God, you divine feminines, it's time for y'all to show universal love. Love for yourself, but not love when you're hurting somebody else. See, that's a difference. Universal love don't mean you hurt somebody else. Universal love don't mean you harm nobody else. Universal love just means you thinking, you're prioritizing yourself and your needs and taking care of yourself and not overpouring, or not thinking about yourself but trying to keep everybody else happy. Not people pleasing. Meaning think about you not in a selfish way, but in a selfless way, but in a selfish way only to mean if it affects my needs or if it's going to disturb my needs, then no, I'm not going to do it. It's not saying doing it in the way that's being portrayed, because a lot of people are getting the wrong idea about femininity was fucked up anyway, but what a feminine energy is, what a soft life is, and all of that hoopla. And that's why I say y'all got to take this stuff in with a grain of salt. Y'all got to be able to sift and sort through all this stuff, like Abraham says. Sift and sort. Y'all got to learn how to sift and sort and trust y'all intuition. That's it. I mean, that's really what I don't know. It's just, I'm trying to tell, I'm looking at the cards and the number says 15, that's 6, 44, and then it says 21, and that's 3, so that's a 6, and that's a 3. God damn, look at that. And then that's an 8 for infinity. Look at the numbers, y'all. I have to go back and get the numbers, y'all. Look at that. Where's it at? 15, that's 6, 44 master number, and then 21 is 3. That's 3, 6, third dimensional, 6, which is physical, and universal love, master number. If you go to 8, that's what? Prosperity and abundance, money, the circle of life, the universal, the infinity sign. 44. I cannot make this up. This is what came out last night in pop-up on the second part. On the second part. You can't make this up. Can't make this up. These cards right here. I'm so glad I left them and didn't put them up until I really looked at them. I mean, Spirit made sure I didn't put them up because some just said leave them, and I said, oh, okay, you know, in my little daze trance. But I was like, okay, then let me get up and I'll look at it tomorrow and see what Spirit was trying to show me. And that's what Spirit was trying to show me. I said, wow, Spirit, you ain't playing. All right. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and harmony. Hope y'all can use whatever you can use in that. If like I said, keep an open mind with the books I share, because the books I share will challenge your belief system. The books I share will challenge what you think you know. You're going to find out you don't know nothing at all. You know, that you were just a product of brainwashing. You know what I'm saying? Of hijacking. And we all was. We all was a product of hijacking, you know. So don't take it personal. Just take it, you know, as it come, and work on what you need to work on to evolve yourself and grow yourself, personal develop wise and mind, and empower yourself with knowledge. So, and get the books if you will, or some of them you can check out at the some of them you can check out at the library or somewhere. To be continued is right, Raw. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all give me a thumbs up if y'all like this book, or if it, you know, is helped y'all in some way. Give me a thumbs up. Let us know. All right. And we'll go from there. So we'll pick up on the next one where I left off once I go back here and mark my page. I don't know where I marked that. I think I do. All right. Peace, love, and harmony, y'all. See y'all later.